Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, I did check in with the Eagles head coach pregame. He is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, you know the offense is going to come out trying to get this guy the football, right? He's their best receiver. He's their best receiving target. Great job on defense knocking that one away.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Burrell. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Looking for room. It's Curtis. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
So now it's second and long. Defense looks like they're coming. Fires left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. So Eastern Michigan's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad. And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Isaac. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Quarterback keep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Complete to Williams over the middle. There's a crease. Running through contact. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Kim. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that.
Snags it, and he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical 3rd down, pitch and catch explosive play for the offense.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Kim. Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. That's it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Kim. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The first points of the day. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Bennett. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. The play action fake. Under fire. He uncorks one deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Mack. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that?
He's got it along the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field, the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Wants to throw. It's Kim. Throws it deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Dropping back, it's Kim. With the catch, it's McGee. Runs through a man. He might have some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
Moving out to the right. And that's a live ball behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Quickly complete. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Curtis. Picks up the first down. Turns it on in midfield. That should be the final play of the first half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, saves the precious seconds, but now they have to decide if they can make this long field goal or if they want to take another shot downfield. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's UNLV looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards Upset City. Back now to your game in Ypsilanti. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their running back has not gotten off to the best start. Listen, this is a big-time transfer, and they brought him in for a moment like this, but he has not gotten off to the start that they would like. However, the team's still up, but they expect more. See if they give him another opportunity here to get this second half started. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the heat, and they got him.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt.
That is exactly what this defense needed, man. They needed to start fast, obviously in a deficit, coming out of the half with energy to get a sack early in the drive, man. Nice response by this defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Curtis. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Got a man. It's Burrell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. In the red area, it's Curtis. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Kim. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Upstairs to make the catch. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
The Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, it's blocked. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I think the biggest reason why this team is trailing the way they are is they haven't been able to stay on the field. They've had no success on 3rd down up to this point. Way too many punts, but that time they finally get it done. That's about as good a timing that I think we've seen from the quarterback and his intended target so far in the passing game, and it came at a point where they needed it the most.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Eagles! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under duress, and he is starting to show this wear and tear. The defense is feeding off of this, though. They see he's banged up, and they are going to keep coming after him. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a third and long. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? Third and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They go right back to him. There's some room. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
For Eastern Michigan here on the sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tosses it incomplete. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Kim. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And they're able to get him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Curtis. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Complete to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Ken. And they fail to hook up on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you guys.
Okay, here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Keeps it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on second and long. The run inside. It's Curtis. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Curtis. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. First down for this offense. Looking to throw. Makes the pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Curtis. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. He leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him. First down marker. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Keeps it on the option. Maybe a crease. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Great place to start for this offense. From the red zone, it's Curtis. He breaks a tackle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking for space, it's Curtis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big one.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Quarterback making checks. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Kim. Got it set up on the outside. They got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They feed him again. Could be an alley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.